Hey, good evening to the WorldCoin Talk community. Today we have a second AMA with Medano. Medano were here a few weeks ago, and they launched the Medano project 2 weeks ago on the 18th of April at night time, I think. So, yeah, if we could just go into, for investors that weren't in the first AMA, your backgrounds and experience with crypto, guys, that'd be great.
Yeah. Okay. So my name is Marwan. I'm the founder of Medano. I think a year and a half ago, I got the idea to start Medano, to start a crypto game that focused on the mainstream market, that got advertisement money there from people watching advertisements on mobile games, people buying stuff in game, and using that fiat money to buy back the token and give 100% of that revenue back to the holders, to really create a token that has real utility and that is strong against bear markets. So let's say a bear market happens, our coin is really made for holders to get wealthy in a bear market, and of course especially in the bull market after the bear market. But it's hard to explain in an AMA. In our white paper and tokenomics video, we explain a bit more. But about myself, I think I got into crypto a little bit in 2012, 2013, but I didn't really do anything with it. I got an opportunity to work on a chain, but I didn't do it. I didn't really understand it at that time. So the friend of mine that did do that, he went on and created a good company, a good business, and I really missed out on an opportunity back then. So after a while, I saw Bitcoin growing, I saw other crypto growing, and I got more interested and more invested in the crypto space. And for the last couple of years, I've been investing here and there, got some decent profits, made some losses. It's of course all part of the game. And yeah, now I'm here. We've created Medano. Medano is here. We're here to stay, and we're going strong. So yeah, Rafa, if you want to talk a bit about yourself too, then I'll hand it
Yeah,
over to
yeah,
you.
yeah. So my name is Rafa. I've known Moran for almost more than a decade, actually, for a pretty long time. We've been marketing guys from for a very long time, doing a lot of projects like selling insurance online and that kind of stuff. I started doing CS:GO gambling websites back in the day. I saw the system behind it, making it possible for other websites to use a bot system to trade CS:GO skins to other players. So using a bot system for that, and eventually, like a year and a half ago, we started talking about creating a game studio for the crypto space in a way that it's indeed mainly focused on the mainstream gamers for the mobile game and the shooter. And here we are. We launched on the 18th. I think we launched we saw the launch pad on the 18th, and we launched the coin on the 21st, and it went amazing. That's my background.
Awesome. Yeah, you've got over 1,000 holders now, so you've got some, long-term diamond hand holders there at
For sure.
Medano. So
For
that's
sure.
great. And yeah, so if we could just go through the first few weeks, how it's been going, what's been happening with the community and the team and the games, how it's going with the God of Sheep mobile game that you've got out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, of course, the mobile game beta is out right now. We had a lot of people that are holders that did the beta test on Google Play. The beta test went pretty well. On mobile, it's pretty stable. We also have a browser version out, which of course also isn't finished yet. It's just a beta. The browser version is a little bit more buggy right now, but we just gave it to our community as a surprise, so everybody could just see the game and see that we're really creating games and really are doing what we're saying we're doing. So yeah, that's been going pretty good. Got some good feedback from people, some things that we want to add in the future. And our coder Milos is working hard on it right now. You can expect some development updates in the next week. So yeah, everything is still going to plan. I think Medano and MDO as a token went really strong in the first days. It was really crazy, a lot better than we expected, because this is such a new and unique concept, and it's really strong concept, but of course it's hard for people to understand at first. So we didn't really expect that much success so soon. So I think we went times 10 in a few days, and then of course a lot of people took their profits since we have no taxes, and we went down a little bit more, and we stayed stable at times 3, around there. And right now we're getting ready for next marketing push. We also are selling our NFT founders passes for our shooter game in batches. So we already sold a bunch of them, and we're gonna sell more of them every week. And we're doing it like this for 2 reasons. Reason one is right now on OpenSea, the gas costs are high, so it's hard to sell a lot of NFTs in one go. And the second reason is because we give all of the revenue we create with our games, but also with our NFT sales, back to our holders. So we get the revenue of the NFT sales. We use that to buy back Medano at a smart moment, and then give those tokens back to our holders. So that's why we really want to do it weekly, or randomly, releasing some NFTs. So people can't really cheese the system. People just need to hold if they want a part of the revenue, and if they want to trade, you're free to trade. But if you're just trading every day, you're probably not gonna get a part of the revenue. You need to hold some tokens to do that. So that's why we decided to do it like that. So yeah, right now I'm really happy with how everything went, and we're excited and ready to go into the next phase, talking to multiple partners for the future, stuff that we can't really talk about yet, but we got some big plans for the future, and a lot of people want to work with us. So yeah, we're very happy and also thankful for Wellcoin Talk, because you guys were really part of our success, and part of why we succeeded. So thanks again. And Rafael, if you want to add to that, please do.
Yeah. So indeed, we're talking to a few partners that wanna work with us, and they're pretty big names. Like Marcel, we can't really say those names just yet, but we are in conversation and looking at the best contracts we can get. And yeah, it has been an amazing launch. Yeah, like Marc said, times 10. We went from times a bit more than times 10. And it was like a roller coaster ride. So we were very happy. Everything went, and we are going to release the mobile game in August. So our coder Milos is hard working on that. If you want to follow the dev updates from him, you can join the Discord if you want, and he posts the updates in the dev updates channel. And the same goes for the shooter that we're gonna release the demo of it, like a level in August too. And yeah, we actually very happy, very amazed about how positive everything went, and we just want to share that positivity to all the people at Welcome Talk too, and hope there are some people there that might read our white paper and think that our idea is pretty awesome, and join us too for the amazing future that is in front of us.
Okay, great. And yeah, so for investors that maybe didn't see the first AMA, can we go over how the God of Sheep mobile game works? What's the sort of timeline to alpha from beta you've got now? And actually, you can earn by watching ads. You can earn tokens as well, so it's P2E.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, our focus for the mobile game is, of course, launching in August. The mobile game has some real in-depth mechanics, even though it looks maybe a little bit silly. It's all about fun. It's all about creating fun games for normal people, but also the people who choose to also incorporate crypto, also incorporate their wallet. They can, and they can earn NFTs by watching ads, and those NFTs can be sold to other players for Medano tokens. So that's how it's going to work on the short term. We're also implementing some mini games with a leaderboard. So if you're the best player of the day, then you can earn some tokens as well. But the main focus is creating fun games that we can also advertise to the mainstream market, so without really pushing crypto or pushing anything. And if you have like thousands or even millions of people playing mobile games and watching ads, of course that ad revenue really adds up. and it really creates a base for our company and our token, that whatever happens to the market, if the market goes up, if the market goes down, our games will stay creating revenue for our holders, and this will make sure that long term we will always win. That's what we believe, of course. So that's what we're really going for with the mobile game. It really has some strong tokenomics behind it, and also some fun gameplay elements. But also Sand City, our shooter game, maybe a little bit more exciting for some people because it's a PC game, it's a survival game, it's built in Unreal Engine 5. There's a demo for that coming out in August as well. And everybody that owns our NFT Founders Pass will be able to play the closed beta as the first. And after that, we will open it up to other token holders as well. But the first people who can play are going to be the NFT Founders Pass holders. So we already have a lot of people from the private sale who still need to get their NFT Founders Pass. So if you're listening right here and you didn't receive your NFT Founders Pass yet, but you did sign up for it, don't worry. We got you covered. The next week, we'll make sure everybody gets it. It's been very busy. So I hope if anybody has any questions about that, we're aware of it, and we're making sure everybody gets their NFT Founders Pass. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for God of Sheep and for Sand City. For the people that haven't really heard about Sand City, it's going to be a survival shooter game, like I said before. And we got some real interesting mechanics. One of the mechanics is create to earn. Create to earn is giving you the option to modify or create new assets in our game. And with enough votes, your item will be put into the game in the next season, and people can buy it then. When people buy it, of course, you earn a percentage of that revenue. So that's how we're going for that side of the create to earn. Then of course we're gonna have play to earn as well, but like Rafael always says, like we're fun to play first and play to earn second. So that's important to understand. But of course, also in Sand City, there will be a leaderboard system. So for people that know how to play, that are dedicated, they can earn tokens that way. And another really exciting part of Sand City that I personally really like, from different perspectives, from a marketing perspective, from a gameplay perspective, is our NFT Easter eggs. So each character that you get each season has a few characters. Founders Pass owners get access to all seasons and also all the characters included in the seasons. And each character has their own Easter eggs in the game that you need to find out. And the Easter egg, of course, is a limited edition NFT. Uh, so what's exciting about that is, of course, from a marketing standpoint, we can get a lot of streamers out there playing at the same time, trying to get the Easter egg first to win the NFT. I think that's going to be really exciting. And from a gameplay perspective also, I really think it's going to be fun looking for the NFTs together with your friends, succeeding together, or not sharing your strategy because you don't want somebody else to be first. That's going to be fun as well. And of course, for the people holding the NFT characters, you can also rent them out to other players that don't owe them, so that they can get the Easter eggs. So let's say you're one of the first Founder Pass holders and you get access to our first NFT characters. Those characters will never come back. There's only a limited amount that will be created, and after that they will never come back, of course, because they are NFTs. So in the future, 1 to 2 to 3 years down the line, when people join our game, uh, and they want to play one of the older characters because they have Easter egg, and they're completionists, then they have to pay you as the owner to rent your NFT character and complete the Easter egg themselves. So yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much we can talk about, so much that we want to do. So I really recommend people that have some interest in our project to read our white paper, to watch our tokenomics video on YouTube, and see if you really like the concept. I think it's really unique what we're doing right here, and more than 1,000 people think the same. So we're so happy with that.
So the NFTs you've started minting as well on OpenSea,
Yeah.
and they're going to be able to be used in the Sand City game.
Yes.
So how much are they to mint for investors? The
Yes.
NFTs.
Yes. There are. they're always going to be priced when we sell them. Are going to be priced around $100. That's what we're asking right now. OpenSea was really busy the last week with everything that was going on, so it was a little bit expensive to mint them. So that's why we didn't really push the marketing that much. We're going to be pushing it a lot more in the next couple of weeks. But it's only $100, and we really believe that's value for your bucks. And because we're really doing it like a gaming company, it wouldn't be logical for us to ask thousands of dollars for an NFT. We don't work like that. We want to work like a normal, decent company creating revenue from products that are good. So that's why we decided just $100, and you get lifetime access to all our seasons. So I really think it's a steal, to be honest.
Yeah, and to be clear, so those founders passes they are limited, but you will be able to get, for instance, in the future, if you want, there will be seasons and you can get a season pass. But the founders pass allows you to have all the season passes that are upcoming, and there's a limited edition. I think there's 2027, which is a little part of the lore. So that 2027 available in total. And those are indeed around $100 for the price that we sell them at. Yeah, that's what I just wanted to add.
Great. And what's the NFTs themed on? Are there going to be some characters or weapons, armor? Are you planning NFT series around that? Yeah.
Yeah. So the Founders Pass is art created by Gijs, our NFT art creator. He created a really beautiful scene, I believe, and what you will get like the NFT characters, like each season you get multiple NFT characters. You get them as a picture, of course, that you can share, that you can use, but also in game you can use them. Plus, just like a normal game, like Fortnite or whatever game you wanna think about that has seasons. Each season has playable NFT items you can get also. So if you play every day for 30 minutes, you will get an extra weapon skin NFT. You will get an extra limited edition character or something like that. So we're giving away cosmetics, but you have to play for the cosmetics. But as a owner of the Founders Pass or of a Season Pass, you always get the characters. So the characters you get right away, and the NFT items, etc. You really need to play for that to really, because like we said before, we're really all about creating good games and not just an NFT with a simple game mechanic behind it to make it look cool. So that's why we decided to do it like that.
Awesome. And yeah, so how many sort of NFTs are you minting? Did you say there's 2,000?
Yeah.
That will be released sort of weekly over the next quarter.
Yeah, that's correct. So the reason we chose for 2027 is also because it's part of the lore, but also because looking at our game and looking at the market right now, we believe that between now and August, we can get at least 2,000 people that want to play the game, that want to test it, that really want to be part of our journey. So I think 2,000 is a good and fair number. If we have 2,000 players, we can really iron out any bugs. We can really listen to the community, listen to feedback, and work on that to make it even better on full release. So that's why we chose for that number, and I think it's a perfect number to start off with. 2,000 players. It's perfect for us.
It's great that they'll get a lifetime season pass. But then once these NFTs are sold, then in the future, when people want to join the game, they'll buy a season pass. Is that every like quarter, every 3 months with update? How will it work?
Yeah. Just like in most games, every 60 days, normal players need to buy a season pass if they want to get access to limited edition NFTs. Of course, people can still play for free, but they won't be earning anything. So $10 every 60 days is what people are going to pay to get a normal season pass. And like we said before, the Founders Pass gives you lifetime access. So that's how that's going to work. And again, those $10 every 60 days that players are going to be paying is also going to be used to buy back Medano and distribute it to our holders fairly.
Yeah, and that's Oh, excuse me.
Sorry.
And that's $10 you pay. So we will be accepting fiat money and also, of course, crypto and our own token as a payment method for a season pass if you want to buy that in the future. I think that's pretty strong of us to do so, because we want to also include a lot of mainstream gamers, not just crypto people from the crypto space, but also like the mainstream gamers who like games like DayZ, who like games like Rust. We want them also to join our game and play them and buy a season pass. And they usually don't have a wallet or they don't have a crypto, and they can just use other payment methods to finish their to buy their season pass.
Yeah. And I think that's a really important thing about us. And that's why I really encourage everybody to watch our tokenomics video or read our white paper, because what we have here with our games and with our tokenomics, the way we implement it, it's different than what everybody's doing. And I really think we're going to set a new standard, and not that the other ways of doing it are going to go away, but I do think that there's more people that are going to follow our footsteps in the next couple of years, because it's just so strong. Because if the market goes up, your tokens are worth more. If the market goes down, it means there's less holders, so your percentage of our revenue will grow. The less holders there are, the higher your percentage of our revenue is. The more holders there are, the higher the price of the token is. So either way, you win. As long as Medano stays creating good products that create revenue every day, every week, every month, then there's really no other way than up. That's what we believe, and that's really what's so strong behind it. It's simple math. It always works as long as the products are good and people are playing them. I really believe that we have something super strong there, and I always want to explain it to people, but the best thing is just watch the video, read the white paper, and come to your own conclusions, of course.
Yeah. I mean, people could technically get the season pass free for the 60 days if they invest in the token, and then other people are buying the season pass and trying out the game, and then you're earning tokens, investing in the Medano token then as well. Like, are you looking to do sort of like a free subscription for a few weeks, or a week, 2 weeks, a month, to get people into the game, free at the start, and then they'd start paying for a season pass?
The game itself is completely free. So everybody who doesn't have a wallet, who doesn't have crypto, who don't have NFTs, they can still play the game the way everybody else does. The best part is that you can always, through our website, we're going to have a D app where you can connect your wallet to your account on the game. And then you can get those NFTs minted, or you can get those rewards that you receive. So it's free to play for everybody. Also the normal mainstream. They don't have to see like if you're a normal mainstream gamer and you play in the game, it's just like any other game you're playing. It's just that if you want to connect your wallet, you can receive those NFTs and receive those rewards.
Yeah. And if I can add to that, like there's of course an incentive to pay. Free-to-play players can't really earn any valuable NFTs. So they can play, they can get into the game, and they can maybe earn a simple NFT that almost everybody can get. But the high priced items, the valuable items, are going to be locked behind the paywall, of course, because we do need to create revenue. So there is an incentive for people to pay, and there's also an incentive for people to just try out the game, get into it, and if they like it, then pay afterwards. So that's how we're going about it.
Great. And yeah, can we go into how the survival game will work? You can get different weapons in the game. Are you going to need to reload with more ammo and find that sort of in buildings, and how it sort of plays out?
Yeah. So we have a couple videos on our YouTube channel about the game, where you can see like a pre-alpha version of the game, so you can see a little bit what we're about. But one of the parts that's going to be into the game, well, there's going to be two main parts really. One main part is the open world, just a normal open world survival game where you can play together with friends, and when there are enemies that adjust to your play style, where you just need to survive, and you can choose to build your own settlement, a little bit like games like Rust, but not that PvP focused. So let's say you just want to build a settlement together with your friends. You can readjust the assets, make them your own, and have a lot of fun with that. And then the second part of the game is you need to find keys in the open world. If you have the right keys and you have the right items, you can do a little bit sort of a boss mode, a trial mode type of game. So you go with your friends, you take the keys, you go into this building, and this building loads you into another level. This level is a lot like Call of Duty Zombies. So it's just a survival round based game where you need to find out the Easter eggs, and you need to get to the top of the building, or you need to find something, and you have a limited amount of time to do that. And every time you do it and you fail, you need to collect the items again to try it again. That's what it's going to be in the future. And this August, in the demo release of the game, we're just going to release the Call of Duty Zombie modes type of game, so people can start playing that, playing the intense gameplay and having fun with that. And then afterwards, in the future, we'll be releasing the full open world map. But there's still a lot of work to be done on that aspect of the game. But yeah, it's really two aspects: survival, building, exploring, and the other part is zombie mode type of levels, round based, competitive, who can get the highest score, who is the fastest, who can find the Easter egg, etc.
And that's when you'll do tournaments as well to win prizes like the top 10 or the top 5, and maybe
Yeah.
do Twitch streams of the tournaments.
Yeah. In that game mode, the survival game mode, more of the round-based survival game mode, that's what we really want to market. Because of course, a survival game building and having fun with friends is cool and all, but it's hard to get good content on that. It's very easy to get good content on a survival round-based game, especially if you have new Easter eggs that people want to explore. So that's how we're gonna go with that, and I really think the marketing is gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see people playing it and people trying to find the Easter eggs. And I can't say anything because I probably know where it is, but it's gonna be so fun. So yeah, I really think that's gonna be a nice marketing project, but also it's fun gameplay. History have showed that a lot of people like those types of games.
And even the girls, yeah, I imagine like a lot of that sort of gaming. And did you get an audit on the contract for the Medano?
Yeah, we I forgot the name. Rafael knows that we got it with an
Yeah.
official partner of Pinkstill, and we're talking with what's it called, Tech Audit now.
Yeah, so Tech Audit is the one that did the audit for us for the Pinkso contract, and because we're talking with a few partners that we're going to work with more in the future, and they one of those requirements are also that we need to partner with Certec to finalize, or like we audit the contract that we have. So the current audit is done by Tech Audit. It's a partner from Pixel, and the future audit is going to be done by Certec.
Yeah, Certec it was. Yeah, so Certec is one of the things that's really that companies really like if we want to work with them in the future, like exchanges and stuff. So that's one of the reasons we're going with them, because it's gonna make it a lot easier for us. But our contract is very safe. Everybody already did their research behind it. We have been audited by multiple people to make sure that they could work with us. So yeah, the contract is really safe, really good. But of course, Certec also gives you a certain status, a certain confidence with people. So that's why we want to go with them.
And then into the next quarter, what you're looking to do around the marketing for the token and the games, and getting your name out there around crypto.
Yeah. Good question. So right now we're working with multiple influencers and YouTubers, talking to them about how we're gonna do our next promotions in the next couple of days, weeks, etc. We have some big plans with some good influencers, but right now what we really need is just more videos, more information about the games, about God of Sheep, and about our future plans. We're also working on a new video showing some in-game footage to promote our Founders Pass. It's going to be released this week. So look out for that. We're going to push the marketing for that video as well to make sure as many people as possible see that. So they can get excited about the Founders Pass, so they can get excited about this August, because August might seem far away for some people, but time flies, and before you know it, we'll be there, and I can't wait.
So yeah, let's open it up to the rest of the team. If anyone's got a question for Marwan and Rafael, Medano project, go ahead.
Hey Glenn, I was listening in, and I remember you guys coming in here a few weeks ago with big hopes and dreams and everything, and I told you like, yeah, just keep at it, do your thing. You seem like very knowledgeable people, and here we are, not such a long time after, and you're happy with the launch and everything is going according to plan. But I'm still curious because I love the play to earn, I love the games and everything, but you're introducing this new kind of design to earn or create to earn mechanic. So I'm curious how the community is seeing. Are they putting out some really interesting ideas? Do they kind of have some nice suggestions of what they can build, or are they just keeping it hush hush to themselves? Hoping to build that cool item that everybody will want.
Yeah, good question, man. Right now, most of the people that are really play testing God of Sheep and stuff like that aren't really talking a lot about that. We have a few people that approached us that were really excited about it, and we're talking about what they wanted to do, etc. But right now, our main focus is really just getting God of Sheep in a position where it's ready for launch. So not a lot of focus has went into it the last couple of weeks, but it's something I personally am really excited about, because I really love seeing people create stuff. I'm also a creator. I love to create stuff. I used to mod in different games as well. So it's really something we're excited about. A lot of people in our community are also excited about it, but I haven't seen that much yet. We're just not at that stage yet.
Yeah, I completely understand. I just remember having some people kind
Yeah.
of DM me questions about this. It's like, oh, so I can build like my own whatever this and that, and it's like, like you really should talk to the team and see like maybe there's gonna be some parameters that you'll have to keep your items and whatever you're building between. I don't know if it's gonna be like if you want to build a flying sheep or whatever you have in mind, or what. So I know people get excited about those, and especially with the Easter egg hunting as well. That can be like super lucrative for everybody. I know communities organize around this sort of stuff, and it can be super cool to kind of follow along and see how they approach things. And if you guys will keep like a sort of a history and show people, it's like, here's how they started, and these guys were pretty close, but then they kind of missed it, and then these people came in. I think that's super entertaining, because you mentioned Twitch and all
I
that. So
agree.
if you can get even some of those streamers, to join in on the hunt, I think that can be like super cool.
Yeah, same. I love the way you talk about it. Like that's really how I see it myself as well. So I can't wait to see that really becoming a reality. This December, we're gonna launch our beta version of the modding system. So yeah, this year, end of this year, people can start playing around with it. So I'm really happy to see how that goes, man. And I really love the way you're talking about it. That's exactly how I see
I'm
it.
only
So
I'm only
yeah,
saying this because I've seen other games and studios take this approach where they give the liberty to
yeah,
people to kind of build their own thing, and it turns out that
it works.
yeah, it not only works, but they come up with some crazy ideas, and it just pushes everything forward. Not just making the game great, but the community gets stronger, and then they start competing against each other and all this, and it kind of snowballs into one great thing.
Yeah, I agree. If you look at games like Minecraft and stuff like that, why is it really that successful. It's because people can really put their creativity in it. They can really create their own thing. And we're not going to be the next Minecraft, and we're not going to be that open about it. There's got to be more limitations, but still we want to give as much freedom as we can to make sure that people can really go wild with it and really enjoy themselves, because it's something I also really like as a gamer. So yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, and I get it. You don't want to, but you mentioned there's gonna be seasons, so maybe for the first season or two it'll be a little tame. But what's to say that in the third or fourth season, people won't be able to just build out the crazy stuff, So it's exciting for me. Yeah.
I agree,
Yeah,
man.
and
I agree.
and the best part is like people who actually make those adjustments to the items, they get rewarded if they get pushed into the new season. They will be rewarded. So that's for us. It's create to earn, own to earn, and play to earn in a way. And those are the three pillars for us, and we hope that a lot of people are going to make amazing content for the game.
Yeah, it is, and I don't want to take too much time. I see a lot of questions. I'll pass it back to Glenn, but I want to say, like, you might find out that people building these things, and being the most involved aren't the ones that are just doing it for the play to earn aspect or for the earning aspect. They might just be doing it because they like the game, because
Yeah.
that's why you're building something cool and fun for everybody to jump in. But yeah,
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly.
thanks for being back here, guys. It's really something exciting
Yeah.
for us. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thanks for your input. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And I totally agree with what you said. And I really believe like that going for fun first and trying to create quality products first is the way to go, because every game that has items in them that are worth real money got to that point because it was a fun game first. Play to earn didn't really exist back then, but it created itself, and that's really how we want to go about it. We want the players to decide, we want the players to create. So that's really our mantra, and I really believe that in the future people are gonna love it.
Yeah, I agree. You gotta make it nice and fun, and they'll come to it. Anyway, Glenn, yeah, you can take it away.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got got a little excited.
Let's open it up to the community. Yeah, let's have a look here. Venice, if the screen's bouncing around here. What's the questions? Venice, are you there? Yeah, if you've got a question for the Medano team, go ahead.
Yeah, Glenn, thank you so much. Actually, I attended the previous MA of Medano and Bitcoin talk. So, as you said in your previous MA, and you said that your machine learning model that is under development. So,
Mhm.
I was curious to know that how is it going? Is it completed yet or not?
No, that is not completed yet. To be honest, the last week and a half has been crazy busy with trying to get everything for the token ready and for our invested ready. So we really have a good infrastructure that we can build on. So most of those things haven't been worked on that much, but of course we have people working, and it is something that is implementable for us. But right now, on Sense City part, what we're doing is we're trying to get the gameplay ready and good as we can with a normal AI. And in the next couple of months, we're gonna put the machine learning linked to the AI and linked to the players, so we can collect data. Because as you know, I think you know a bit about it. You need to collect a lot of data before you can really put machine learning to work. Because if it watches two people play, it's still very dumb. Essentially, it doesn't really know what works, what doesn't. So it's gonna take a lot of time, I think months. But when we have the gameplay where we want it to be, then we will start implementing that. So I think we're talking months before we really get to that point. I'm sad to say, because I think you're excited about it, and I'm also excited about it. But we don't want to over rush anything. We're doing everything step by step to make sure everything goes smoothly.
Yeah, I think it's really good to have data on which you would train your model, because a lot of data would be needed for machine learning
Yes.
to be trained and work in effective manner. So I have another questions. I also read about your cosmetic NFTs, that we can create our own cosmetic NFTs by uploading the items. So I want to know, can we upload or a sketch or any popular animated characters sketch for which we want to have an NFT, like uh, any popular character like Spider-Man or Superman or Iron Man. So will there be any thing so we can upload these kind of characters?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. We're still talking about it amongst the team because there are some legal issues that go with that. Because I know in a lot of offline games, that is possible. Like if you're modding Fallout or Skyrim, yeah, you can put Spider-Man into Fallout. Of course, we can. It's no problem. But if you're looking to an online game and also a game where we ask money for the mods, I think the mods that we're gonna ask money for, that's just not doable for Medano to have Spider-Man there. We don't want Marvel suing us, right? And then it's game over. Even though I would love it, I think for the online version, and if you want to make money on the mod, no. But maybe in the future, if we're gonna have private servers where you can mod to as much as you want, like a Minecraft server or an Ark server, there I think it could be possible. But on our official platform where we will sell your NFT, no, it needs to be original because we just don't want the headache. It's not a smart thing to do because we are like a real company, and we're all like real people behind it. So it we can get sued, right? And we don't want to.
Yeah, that's awesome. And for the rest of cosmetic items, like if someone uploads a cosmetic item and gets voted on, and you listed that item on your NFT marketplace, or you create that NFT and integrate it into the game. So I was wondering, what will be the incentives given to the person who just had uploaded the drawing or sketch for which you have made the NFT?
Yeah, of course there's going to be a payment. We're still talking about the specifics, but the way I think we're going to do it is just like if you sell a normal NFT, a percentage will go to Medano, a percentage we will use to burn, and the percentage will go to the owner. We're not sure about the percentage just yet, but we want to have it at least like 80% or something for the creator at least. But it might be a little bit more, but I don't think it will be any less than that.
Okay, and for the mobile game, I want to know that will the ads disappear randomly in between the game, or we will have to just go through the ad section and watch the ads?
Okay, good question. Because oh, sorry, Rafa, I'll just finish this. Because we decided to not make it too intrusive. That's why we decided to have good gameplay elements, and when you run out of energy, then you can choose to watch an ad to play some more. That's how it's gonna go. Or if you wanna earn a cheap chocolate heart NFT, you can watch an ad for that. So it's all gonna be choice. And we're also thinking about right now on a little bit more of the short term. When God of Sheep is in its second phase, when it's almost done, we might upload it to our browser version and start having ads there as well to get it going a little bit faster. But we don't want to be intrusive like every 30 seconds. I've played games on the mobile where every 30 seconds to 2 minutes you get an ad, and I found it too annoying. And I don't think we will hold long-term players. And everything we're doing, we're really going for as much long-term as we can, if that makes sense. So that's why we decided to do it in a less intrusive way.
Okay, that's really awesome. I really love your project, and I'm looking forward to play it. I think there's something like a kind of spark that lit many people's heart. I really believe if you are committed to your dream, and one day you can surely achieve it. So I think one day it will be to the moon. Okay, so thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for answering the questions as well.
Thank you for asking, and I really appreciate it. Really do.
Right, let's move to Western Beast. You had a question for the Medano team. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I have been listening on your project. It's actually a great project, so I'll just go directly to my questions because of others. You said that there's an avenue for players to who play to earn, and there's actually community voting. After the
Yes.
community makes a vote, is there a moderation team that actually determines whether this community vote is actually a legitimate vote, or it's just that as soon as the community vote just makes the vote, it is passed on?
Good question. Very good question. It is something we're still completing. The system isn't complete yet, but I think we obviously need somebody or some form of control, because listening to your question, I see the issue as well. What if somebody finds a way to bot the voting system or something? I saw it in RuneScape as well, where sometimes even the PvP part of the gamers and you have the PvE part of the game, right? And they just vote against each other just out of spite, like left and right. Of course we want to make the final decision, maybe together with community leaders. We're not totally sure about it, but we want to have it in a way where the players really decide with us. But of course, we as a company need to do what is best for the game, best for the players, best for the future. We need to regulate it in a way. But
Yeah, and
yeah,
yeah, and the
Rafael.
voting, so the voting, it's not on the website. It's in the game itself. So you do have to start up the game to actually cast your vote on the item there. And of course, if there are any absurd designs or obscene designs, we're not going to put those, of course, in the season pass. It has to be a good original, and if a lot of people vote on it, we of course with the team are gonna look at it and make sure that it's not obscene or not a bad design or a legal entity from a different company.
All right, cool. Breaking it a step further, still on the voting issue. What kind of players are eligible? Is it those that own the NFT, those that own the tokens, or those that own both the NFT and the tokens that will be eligible to vote?
Right now what we're going for is NFT holders, founders pass or season pass, just a paid customer. That's what it's all about. You don't need to hold the tokens because you might be a player that doesn't like crypto that much and just bought $10 of a season pass. We still appreciate those people and want every paid player to decide. So everybody that paid for our services or for our product will be able to vote.
Okay, here's a trick question. In the very, very rare event that a low NFT gets voted over time, will it be improved or will it be increased to a higher grade NFT?
So, uh, if I
It's,
understand it correctly, maybe Rafael, if you can, because I'm not sure if I
yeah,
understand the question.
question. Yeah, I think the question is, let's say somebody makes an NFT and it's in a bad quality, that we will improve on that
Like that.
quality. Yeah, yeah. Of course, since it's going to be into the next season, it's something that we are going to bring out. So we do need to double check and make sure that everything works performance wise. Also, of course. So yeah, there's probably going to be some minor tweaks to the item itself. If it's not already good, then yeah, we can adjust it and
Yeah.
make sure that it's good performance wise. But artistic wise, I think it's going to be the same.
Yeah, and I think I said it in the last AMA as well. Like, we are really open-minded. So when we're working on something and we find an issue or there's something that's not going the way we want it, we are all ready to change, like right away. Like when we need to, we can change something, we can find a solution to make sure it works. So I really think you have some good questions, and we might encounter some issues. Of course, it's normal for every company, but we're always ready to make changes if it's needed to make a good quality product.
Thanks so much, Glenn. Great answers, Lezek and Moron. Looking forward to
Thank you.
investing in your project.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, let's go to Alabi. You had a question for the Medano team. Go ahead.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hey,
Yeah, hello. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, so my first question is actually about your partnership, especially with other projects, because looking at your type of project, it will actually be very, very good for you guys for you to partner with other projects. Yeah, because from there you can also get people, to come into your game to play it, and things like that. Okay, so I with this it actually increase your growth rate, and I want to believe that it widens it. So my question is, which projects have you guys partnered with, or you guys are looking forward to partnering with for a growth? What type of project initially will it be?
Yeah, good question. We think I think we have the same opinion about it. I think if you look at the crypto space, uh, the groups that partner up, that work together, that promote each other, are the groups that end up going the furthest. So I totally agree. We are looking for working together with other crypto projects, and of course exchanges, etc. But also other crypto projects, but we haven't made a final decision yet. Plus, I don't want to name any names because, of course, some people have contacted us, we have contacted other people, but as long as there's no, how to say it,
contract.
yeah,
Yeah,
we can't really talk about it. But of course, we are excited to be working with other crypto projects in this sphere because there's room
yeah,
enough for everybody.
yeah. That's true.
Okay.
And yeah, and we are talking with some bigger names in this industry that reach out to us, and we're still negotiating. So we can't really say anything just yet, name wise, but. Yeah, we are talking with some bigger names in this crypto space, and we're negotiating about what we're going to do for each other.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so my other question is actually about, because you guys spoke about voting right of your community, like involving them in the governance of your project. And I'm actually thinking of I have a suggestion to add to it, and I have some questions on it too. Okay, so my suggestion is what about the suggestion of some community members, you
Hmm.
submit it to other members in the community. You understand that kind of thing? You submit it to them, and then they be like, but if this thing is actually happening, okay, I think that is actually what you guys are doing, voting right. Okay, I think that is not a suggestion from me again. Okay, but now this is where I'm driving at now. The voting
Okay.
aspect.
Yeah.
How will you guys do it that it will not be manipulated by bots?
Yeah, yeah. That's an issue, of course. We are also concerned about. So one of the things we did to make sure there's less bots, because there can always be bots, but less bots, is of course making it so that only paid players can vote. So you need to spend at least $10 on the season pass to be able to vote. So if somebody wants to create 1,000 bots and vote, he needs to spend $10,000 to do that. So
Yeah.
that's the easiest way to solve it. But of course, people are always gonna look at ways to cheese the system, etc. And it's just a cat and mouse game, and we're the cat, and they are the mouse. So yeah, it's all part of it. It's normal. We could have some issues in the future, but I don't expect them to be that big because, like I said, you need to be a paid player to vote.
Yeah. Thanks for the answer. And my last question about the voting thing is, to the best of my knowledge, voting right is actually very, very tricky. Yeah, it actually gives the right to the community, and we really, really appreciate that. But it's actually very tricky because it
Of
actually
course.
allows for unnecessary delays when it comes to super fast execution of some certain things. and needed in the project. So how do you intend to like balance this thing, give power to the community, and also avoid challenges accompanying with the voting rights?
Yeah. So I think one of the things that we're doing, of course, is we're gonna set up a council of community leaders that work with us, that give us inside information about how the community is feeling, that can give inside information from us to the community to make sure everything goes smooth. So that's how we wanna go about it, because the best way, I believe, is to have a good connection with the content creators and the community leaders in your player base. That's the best way to
Yes.
know what's going on, to know how to react, to know what people like, what they don't like. So that's one thing we're gonna do. And of course, for legal reasons, etc., the voting system, after a vote is done, we still need to make the final decision if it's okay. Like Rafael said, if the item is bad quality, or there's something on it that shouldn't be on it, then of course, even though everybody votes on it, we can't put Spider-Man in the game. Like, we can't. But you might be able to do it in the future on your private server, but not on our official server. So there's gonna be rules and lines that people can't cross, but uh, inside those lines, people are free to do whatever.
Mm. I think I finally have a suggestion from what you said. You said when people have given their suggestion, there will be a body of people that will still debate on it. So my
Yeah.
idea is actually my suggestion is
Hmm.
your token holders. I am your token holders, and you make me one of your validators, people who are going to work on that. I know that whatever I choose is actually going to affect me either in a good way or bad way. But I, as an holder, I will surely want to do my best because I know
True.
I want it to affect me in a very good way. So how about making some of your token holders your validator for that?
I think that's a very good idea. I think that's perfect. It's logical, right? Because our holders want the best for our company, because they earn together with us. So of course, that is a good way to go about it. I think community leaders, content creators, but also bigger holders, maybe. Because we're trying to do it like a normal company, not exactly like a normal company, but a bit more. So we see our holders as our investors, as the people that are earning together with us. So of course, they can decide together. So I think that's a good idea for sure.
Oh, all right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Glenn, for the opportunity. Thanks for the answers.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
let's move to Aisha. Aisha, you had a question for Medano. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. Okay, on your white paper, I have read that in-game modding system will allow players to create their own cosmetics. Players can upload their design and community can vote. And each winner's designed NFT be added to the game in the next season. I want to understand that will only the single NFT of selected design will be created, or there will be multiple copy NFTs available of a particular
Mhm.
design cosmetic, so many players can mint these NFTs.
Yes. So it's gonna be multiple ones. There will be a limit to how many people can mint to make sure the value goes up in the future, because else only the creator gets money and all the holders just get an item that's worthless. So we want to have a limited amount, but of course multiple, depending on how many players we have. So let's say we have 1,000 players, then only 100 can be minted. Let's say we have 10,000 players, only 1,000 can be minted. And we're not going to choose just one item every season. We're going to choose multiple per category. So one wall, one weapon skin of this weapon, one weapon skin of that weapon, one door, one table, etc. So we want to have categories, and within those categories you can create your own NFT, and people can vote on it. And when it gets put into the game, uh, there's a certain amount that will be sold. It all depends on the size of our player base.
Understood. Okay, you mentioned that there will be ads. I was wondering that will these ads be related to crypto, or they will be from outside crypto space? And from where will you be getting these ads? I mean, will there be from any ad agency?
Well, we have our own artist, of course. Right now, one full-time artist with us and one freelancer, and also a third one that is coming but hasn't started working yet. So we have our own artists as well, of course, and we already got some artists connecting us about our project that they would really like to work with us, etc. But really, what we want to do with the NFT items and with the whole modifying, we just want the players to do it. And if you're a professional and if you like to do it, of course, join in. Of course, we're happy to do so. But we really want it to be a player experience. Really, I don't know if you know these games, but games like Skyrim, Fallout, games like that, GTA 5, that have a big modding scene, that create items, Rust that has the system that we want to be put into our game. Uh, all those games work a bit the same. So we want to do it a little bit more like them, have the community created and not necessarily professional artists.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you for answering.
Thank you for asking.
Move on to Sayed. You had a question for Medano team. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Okay, so you have been talking about this shooter game. So on your white paper, it's also mentioned that a player has to retract as many as high value items as possible before dying. So it got me thinking that will there be limited number of lives in the Sand City, and if a character dies in the game, will they lose their settlement or they will still keep it?
Good question. Good question. In the open world, you will never lose your settlement because you die. Uh, but if you want to get some valuable items to safety, you do need to do that before you die. So because else they will be left on your body, and if somebody else, or if you're too late, you can lose some items. We want to have it not as tough as games like Rust and DC, a little bit less tough. Like, we don't want you, you just found a good NFT and now you lose it because you died. That's not something people are gonna like. But we also want to have it be challenging enough so that there's a reason to be scared, right? There needs to be a reason to be nervous when you're doing something. So we're trying to balance it out in a good way. Uh, yeah. So that's how we're gonna do that.
Okay, got it. One more quick question. So in the zombie mode, players will be able to team up and fight against the zombie waves. So I was wondering that how many maximum players can team up to fight against zombie waves, and how many total levels will be there in the zombie mode?
Okay, yeah. The zombie mode is gonna be 4 players. That's what we're going for. It might be more in the future, but right now we're focusing on 4 players. Uh, that we think that works best. 2 to 4 players depends on with how many players you want to play. Uh, and I don't remember what the last part of your question was. Sorry, what was the last part about the zombie
How many
mode?
total levels will be there in the zombie mode?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're starting off this August with just 1 level, just to show off some gameplay, just to test it out. But what we want to do is every year we want to have an expansion for the game where we go into new areas with new zombie mode type of levels. So something that has been hinted in the game is also Eden City. You have Sand City, but you also have Eden City. Eden City is a lush and full grown city. Uh, 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 and we really want to explore that after we finish Sand City, after we finish everything. Then we want people to go there, have a zombie mode level there as well. So in the future, I see us having at least a new level every year, maybe more than that, but let's just keep it on the low, one a year for sure.
Yeah. So to clarify or to add to that is so the map itself. So Sand City is the whole map, and in the future we're gonna like once a year we want to add a new map. So for instance, Eden City, but the zombie levels. So for instance, where it starts. It can be at different points in the game. Like right now, it's going to be in the biggest building, where you have to go up. But it's also gonna be on different spots on the map. For instance, like in the street or maybe at a cafeteria or
Yeah, in the metro level. We're working on multiple levels as we speak that we already have in mind. But yeah, sorry, Rafael, go on now.
Yeah. So the levels, like so where the zombie level starts, that will be different. So the one that we're gonna the demo we're gonna release in August is gonna be one specific level, one specific place. But in the full game, of course, there are going to be multiple ways to start that zombie level. You need to find the keys of certain places. For instance, a special garage, or in the metro, there's like a special place we have to go to start a level. But map wise, indeed, it's going to be we want to have one map a year added to the game in the future.
Got it. Thank you for explaining that. Thank you. Over to you, Glenn.
Yeah.
Thank you for the questions tonight. We've run out of time, unfortunately, but it's been great to speak again to the Medano team with Rafael and Marouane. Yeah, they're really honest, genuine guys. You can see that coming across in the call as well. It's our second AMA. They've got over 1,000 holders. They're building a great game into the future, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to the future with you guys, and it was super to have you back again as well for our investors and any new investors that might want to head over to the Telegram or website, check the white paper. We do say do your own research. In every AMA we now say, it's an educational channel, so you'd have to look into it yourself. And if you like the project, if you like zombie gaming, and you want to invest in a cool project like Medano, then check the community out, check the white paper and the website, and make the decision and make an investment if you're happy with that. And it's been great speaking to you again, guys. Take
Thanks,
care,
man.
and in the future, maybe July, August, when more of the gaming's coming out, we can have you back and it's a chat again.
For sure.
Yeah,
Next time when we're back, we want to have something big to show you guys. So
Yes,
I think July, something around there would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Right, I think we've got spin